Welcome to our wine and cheese tasting. We're here, we're trying it. It's an experiment tonight. And we've all done thorough research with the wines and cheeses. We're well into them now. We're hoping you're joining us. I'm your cheesy whining host, Natalie McLean, and I'm joined by some of my favorite wine tasters here tonight. And they're a great bunch of people, so we're going to get them to introduce themselves first. We're going to go left to right, I guess Brady Bunch style. Hey, Gabby, on the screen. So we'll start with Allie, who is on the left side of your screen. She's going to tell you who she is, where she's based, her website, how to find her on Twitter. Allie.
Hi, everybody. My name is Allie Hughes, and I am from Wine Country, Ontario, located right in the heart of Niagara. You can find me online at www.hughesandco.ca, and you can follow me on Twitter at Allie Hughes.
Okay, and beside Allie, right beside her, we've got three wonderful ladies who are having their own Google Hangout within a Google Hangout. So they've got, yes, look at them.
I think we're breaking this time-space continuum doing that. I'm
You're having fun.
I'm from Second Ferment, and with me tonight I have Nita, and she'll mention her blog.
I write at my Tumblr. .blogspot.com.
.uk. We'll find you.
I'm Holly Bruns, and I write a blog called Wine Out Loud, and it's actually www.hollybruns.com, and you can find me at Wine Out Loud on Twitter.
All right, guys.
And we're all Ottawa-based.
Yes.
Okay. Next, to their right or left, it's hard to turn around here.
Hi, I'm Karina. I'm with foodgypsy.ca. That's my blog site. And the man wandering around behind me with a glass in his hand is Chef Gélinot, or Chef B on our site. You can find me on Twitter at thefoodgypsy.ca.
Excellent.
Just the Food Gypsy, no .ca. That's the website.
.ca. Just Food Gypsy. Just share.
That's right.
No extensions. Okay, cool. All right, Dan.
Hi, my name is Dan. I'm based in Toronto, and I don't know if you can see this. This is my website, grapeselections.com.
Way to brand it, Dan.
I review wines. I review them on Natalie's site and some other sites, and as well as I do private reviewing for wines that don't make it to LCBO. And you can find me on Twitter at Grape Selections, and that's all I have to say.
Very prepared. He gets extra points for a sign. Okay. Moving right along. Dawn.
Yes, hi. Dawn Montgomery, living in Hamilton via Oakville and Ear Falls, Ontario. Hello, Ear Falls. And I have a website, www.winefromabroad.ca, which is under construction, and you can find me at Twitter at winefromabroad, and I'm the broad. Just in case anyone hadn't worked it out.
Great. Thank you for clarifying, Dawn. Gabby!
Yeah!
Tell us who you are, dear.
So I'm Gabby, and I'm going to use the fact that we're doing like the Natalie McLean bunch, and I'm going to look to my right.
Oh, he's trying to do Brady Bunch.
Hi, Jason, because Jason and I are neighbors. I live in Richmond Hill in Ontario, and I write a bi-weekly column of wine recommendations. The main focus is around trying to find wines that are worth putting in the cellar. So don't cost too much, and they're still good in cellaring for many, many years. My Twitter is Wine Gypsy. So we have a Food Gypsy, and this is Wine Gypsy.
Wow.
And Gypsy stands for, it just came up as a nickname, as a Gypsy, as GPCI, which is Gabi Cellaring Potential. Gabi Potential Cellaring Index. That's the Gypsy. Over to you, Jason.
Awesome. Jason.
Hi, my name is Jason Slanky, and I'm based in Richmond Hill, Ontario. And you can find me at vintagewinepicks.blogspot.com. I focus mostly on wine picks from the vintages released and also do wine reviews.
Awesome, great. And did you tell us your Twitter handle, Jason?
My Twitter handle is CONO_sir.
Connoisseur.
So it's connoisseur. You
All
can
right.
find a link to that from my website.
Okay. Jump, Nina.
Hi, I'm Nina. I live in Toronto in Etobicoke, and my website is www.ninawhitetravel.com. I do wine reviews, and I also talk about travel to Italy, particularly Piedmont, my favorite region, and I talk about this region and wine from Piedmont and food from Piedmont. And my Twitter is Wine and Food Love. So that's me.
Very nice. Okay, guys, we're going to let the conversation take its course, but we're going to get as live action as we can right now. We're going to start with the
Should we shake
bubbly.
it? Should we shake it?
Stop that. Has anybody tasted the Jackson Triggs Entourage bubbly before?
No.
No.
Oh, I have not.
Yeah,
This is
the three of
almond.
you have, because your cork came out.
Oh!
Okay.
Did you hear that?
Ooh, I like the little smoke.
I'm still struggling with the foil.
Me too.
Okay, so as we do that, we had a great Twitter tasting last week. What was your favorite wine and cheese pairing? Canadian cheeses, by the way. Canadian cheeses.
Open paired with the cloth-bound cheddar. That was-
Yes, absolutely number one. Number one.
Absolutely.
The cloth-bound
Definitely.
cheddar.
Yes, the
What was
Avonlea.
what was the name of it?
Avonlea, wasn't it?
Yes.
What is it?
Yep, the
Here it is.
Avonlea.
Okay. And Niagara Gold was also a favorite of some people.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
That
my
was
favorite
lovely.
with the open, sure.
And which wine did you pair with the Niagara Gold?
I paired
Everything
the
went well
open
with that.
myself.
It was a great cheese, eh?
Did anyone
Yeah.
not like that cheese?
No.
No, yeah. It was a winner across the
Anyway.
board.
Cheers, guys.
Yeah, cheers.
Cheers.
Oh my goodness, you're already into it.
Cheers.
That was a wide
Oh my
opening.
God!
Oh,
Oh my.
oh yes. my bubbly was warm. Okay. Keep going.
Don't try this at home, people. These are qualified professionals.
So now we need to have a sound, right? Like cling.
Yeah, clink. Right. Cheers.
Cheers,
Okay.
guys.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Fun. Oh, it's almost as good as being live and in person, but.
Jason, do you have anything left? You drank all of it.
Who's got a semi-coherent tasting note on this? What do you get when you? I like this bubbly. I think it's fantastic for the price, especially.
Oh,
What
I
else
love
about
it.
something?
The
I love
bubbles are very nice. They're very small.
Yeah.
There are not too many bubbles.
Not many. They
No.
run
No.
away very fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the honeycomb. I like the honeycomb notes in this. It's beautiful.
Yeah, that's nice. And so,
And those are
honeycomb,
green apple.
green apple.
Yeah.
A little bit of tropical.
Yep. And so, given that, do you think one cheese in particular would stand out here with a bubbly?
First of all, the one we like.
Let's try it.
Yeah, the smoky one.
Okay. The smoky one. Is that the Baconator?
I think the
You were
smoky
calling it the
one
No.
will-
Baconator?
Baconator.
I love that.
The maple smoked bacon.
Mm.
You think?
Oh, yum.
No, Albert Sleep.
It's called
Oh,
Albert
it brings
Street.
out the smoky flavors.
Oh, isn't that nice? It's like
Very
a
nice.
campfire, but not too smoky. And
Oh,
then you
it's
get the
lovely.
refreshment
Mm.
of the bubbly.
It's very nice.
That's
You know what?
nice.
Even the 1-year cheddar, the simpler one, is good with that. The
Yeah?
acidity and the saltiness of the cheese is working very nice together.
Yeah, I don't like that with the smoky cheese.
No, not the
why
smoky,
not?
the salty.
It doesn't work it for me. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I
And
love
why
the-
doesn't that work?
The smoke is too strong against the honey and against the sweetness, I find.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree.
For my taste.
I think that the champagne is relatively not as strong as the smokiness and the flavors.
Yeah, the smokiness overpowers a little bit. But I like to work it in a difference.
Yeah.
But I also like brie.
As a contrast, it's nice.
You like brie with what, sorry?
Brie with the sparkling.
Yes. The creaminess.
Yeah.
It's like a nice, the bubbly.
The Canada Gold as well. I'm trying the Canada Gold.
Absolutely, I agree with you, Dawn.
Really nice, thank you. Yes, it is
For me,
nice.
sometimes the wine enhances the cheese, which is the case for the sparkly with the smoky cheddar. Sometimes it's actually the cheese that enhances the wine, and when it's an excellent pairing, it's that they both enhance themselves.
Okay.
Cool. Not the case.
Yeah, actually, I feel with the brie, I feel with the brie that actually does something to the champagne. It brings up like the apricot kind of flavors and some kind of bitterness, which is nice. I like it.
Yeah. I think there's something natural about cheese and wine. You know, both fermented, different liquids, of course, starting point, but different agents that do the fermentation. But there's something about both of them. They transform and then they both age so well. You know, when people talk about pairing wine and food, I think cheese and wine comes to mind first, for me at least. Yeah, and it's so easy to do it.
I think that the fattiness in the cheese works very well with the alcohol in wine.
So the fat of the cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Rich
balance
on
each other.
Yeah. All righty. Well, you know, we can move around here with these different wines while I get a towel. Anyway, Holly and Nita, I know you're back in your frame there, but what are you thinking about the champagne and the? Is there any particular cheese that you love with this champagne? Or sorry, champagne, blah blah. Sparkling wine.
I like it with brie as well. But we also like it with the Alfred. The Alfred.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
and salty in the Alfred is to like sort of work really nicely with the.
I second that. I think the Alfred is very nice for that too.
I'll third that.
I agree. I just had it. Yeah, it's wonderful.
Okay, good.
Anyone five? Anyone?
I'll five it.
High five. It's an agreeable group. All right.
It's a lovely sparkling wine.
Keep skipping that. I've gotten into the Pinot Noir. This is the Le Clos Jourdain. Yeah, I like it. You have
I like
to. Yeah.
Have you ever met a Pinot that you didn't like, Natalie?
No.
No.
Gabby has. But,
Way
you know,
too many.
I love Niagara Pinot Noir, and this one in particular. But I also have a taste for acidic Pinot Noirs. I like them. They make my mouth water. They literally whet my appetite. Get the juices running. But I think it's an acquired taste. And there's still the cherry berry flavor, but it's also tart. But I think that's great for cheese or food. What do you guys think?
I find that a lot of people talk about Cabernet Sauvignon being complex, but I think there's more complexity in a Pinot Noir than a lot of other red wines.
I agree.
I think it's more aromatic. I think Cabernet is far more closed or muted or something, often.
I find people that like really strong tastes like a good Pinot. And people who prefer things more sweet, they prefer the Cab Sav. And so it's interesting to me. It's just where your taste buds lie, right? So.
Interesting. I like sweetness in wine, and I did not. I have a challenge with Pinot. I'm learning. I'm trying to really get it, but the problem I found is that even if I blind taste, only the wines that start with 3 digits are like, oh, okay, there's something there, and it doesn't make sense to me. It's like, why should I pay so much money to start and enjoy something so good when I can buy something much, much cheaper and have complexity, for example, I think starts to really be enjoyable in Pinot only in the expensive brands. That's my experience so far.
That's interesting. Allie, you're in the heart of Niagara. What do you think about the Pinot Noirs down here? Not just the Clos Jourdain, but others that you probably taste far more frequently than we do.
I do taste a lot of Pinot Noir. It's actually one of my favorites from Niagara, and I have to say I disagree with Gabby. I think that Niagara Pinot Noir sort of bears a lot of complexity, and even in this particular example, I think it's really indicative of the fact that there's some stony minerality in that glass. You get those berry flavors. I agree that you get that sharp acidity, and the barrel notes come through. I always find that Pinot Noir, for me, is a wine that's a little bit more fun to deconstruct. I think there's more layers, and it takes some time to dig into it, but I guess that's why I like it.
Huh.
I agree with you, Ali. I really actually like the Niagara Pinot Noirs. I prefer them because of the minerality and the acidity as opposed to Californian Pinot Noirs.
Right, they tend to be riper.
A little more fuller-bodied and a little more sweeter, I find.
Well, sorry, Natalie.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
And also just from the winemaking side of things, Pinot Noir is a passion wine for Niagara. A lot of our winemakers really dive into Pinot Noir because it's one of those wines that you can sort of get a really good example of terroir in. So there's lots of really interesting small lot examples, and I don't know, I think a lot of people from Niagara feel very passionately about their Pinot.
Absolutely. And Jason, if you were to pair this with something?
Swallow first.
Sorry.
Salmon.
Bad timing.
Okay. Jason?
I'm really liking the Brie.
Yeah, the Brie?
The Brie goes really well. The Albert's Leap.
Albert's Leap, yep. Okay.
There's some saltiness.
Are we? We're still on Pinot Noir.
Yes.
Some of us are, yes. Some of us are roving around with these wines. Yes. No strict agenda.
We've had our bottle open for a little while now, confession, and we're finding it's changing a little bit. Which is nice, right? Which is like a nice new wine. Yeah.
How is it changing for you?
I find there's a lot more herbaceous notes. Almost, I dare to say, dill pickle, maybe.
Cravings?
Wouldn't be on here.
Well, it's interesting because I find lots of like smoky notes in it, and also like dried berries. You know, the dried berries lying around, like very flavorful.
Yeah.
Especially in this one, and I love it. I love the smokiness in the wine.
Do you think the Pinot Noir can pair with any of the other Canadian cheeses that we have, like the, I don't know, the cheddar or the Baconator? Or
the Baconator? Nah.
What is that?
No.
What is that cheese named? I should stop calling it the Baconator, although I love that.
I think they need to rename it the Baconator.
It's a maple smoked.
Maple smoked, right.
From Boothwell.
We'll get in touch with their marketing team.
I prefer your version, Natalie.
That's Bethany's version.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
She came up with Baconator.
I like the Pinot with the 1 year cheddar.
That
Okay.
I just was gonna say.
And why do you think that works?
Strong taste against strong taste. And
Okay.
that buttery creaminess of the cheese and the acidity of the wine, it just cleans your palate after you try it, and it's a beautiful marriage. Nice, two equal partners.
Yeah, I just was gonna say it's like you don't feel acidity almost after this creamy cheese. Like the fattiness of the cheese like kills the acidity and it gives you like enhances almost the taste of the Pinot.
That's a good way to put it. You know, acidity for me is like those little scrub brushes. Like it just does a little cleanup job on your palate so that the next bite of food doesn't taste like the same bite of food you just had. It's a new, almost new experience. Okay, someone's moving their bottles around.
Or flushing the toilet. I'm not sure.
Bad image. Okay, moving right along. Let's jump over to the dessert wine that we have.
Oh
We
yeah.
have got such a pretty label. Flourish Flourish Vidal Ice Wine from Niagara. Little goes a long way, as you know, with dessert wines. You don't need much on the pour. So
Don Montgomery is leaving the room.
Oh. Don, come back when you can. When we start to get into sweeter wines, I think we start to also have more flexibility with the cheeses. Do you find salt and sweet kind of dance together?
Absolutely.
Absolutely, yeah.
I love the...
Oh, it smells nice.
Excellent. What am
I love the color.
Yep.
There's lychee.
The nose.
The nose is very beautiful.
Gorgeous. Oh.
Do any of the...
Oh, you citrus, pear, apricot. Love it.
Okay, have a moment.
I know it's kind of cliche, but when I smell ice wine, it's so Canada. It's so Niagara. It's not just like your typical sort of thing, but I find that that element of terroir is there when it comes to ice wine.
Preach it, sister.
Let's do a wave or something. Yeah, you know what? I get what you're saying. It's beautiful. Does any of the Canadian cheeses jump right out at you and say, that cheese for this wine?
Niagara Gold.
Niagara Gold.
Wine.
Yeah, Niagara Gold goes well.
Appropriate name. I always think of this as Niagara Gold, the ice wine. Yeah. Oh, that honey. Oh. Apricot.
Honey.
Honey, yes, somebody call me?
Keep drinking, Gabby. Keep drinking.
At the farm, and she makes her honey, like natural honey, unpasteurized honey.
Oh, yeah?
That's what you get. That's what you get from this wine. Like really like raw honey.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
It has also like almost pears with apricots and.
Wow.
No.
It's very nice, and it's not too sweet, by the way. It's not too sweet.
I get a little bit of citrus as well, pears and apricots and honey.
Yeah, lots of stone fruit.
Very nice.
Surprisingly delightful.
Surprisingly.
I'm with you.
I'm not a huge ice wine fan, and so you know when I find one that I like, it's nice. It's always a surprise to me. It's always like, wow.
I'm with you, Karina. I'm with you.
Yeah, that's great.
This is a very good surprise, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's all. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm pleased that it's not too sweet. You can really taste the flavors, and not just the sweetness of the wine.
And you're serious. Like you're having this in a very big glass. Like, go ahead.
I did it for purpose.
She's serious about her tasting. But you know what I find is that
I have it in this.
You're good.
Put yours, and we can compare.
You're good.
Look at that one.
It's not the size of the glass that matters.
Thank you.
Back on topic. But do you know what I was thinking is Vidal ice wine. Now we have Riesling ice wine, we have Vidal. Those tend to be the most popular ones in Niagara, although other grapes, of course, are used. But usually, to me, Riesling comes across as more balanced because of the acidity. But I'm finding quite a bit of balance in this Vidal, even though it doesn't have the same acidic background. And I'm also loving the fact that this is a delicious ice wine with just 9.5% alcohol.
Yeah.
I love that.
That's all it is?
Yeah, that's all it is.
I had to check the label on that.
It's not even
Let's
port,
drink to that.
I'll give you an excuse.
It's your big glass.
You see, that's my second one. You still have your first one, and it's nothing. You didn't drink anything.
I was waiting for this experience.
Were you?
For all of us together, yeah.
Do you have a sweet tooth, Karina?
I do, but it tends to be more chocolate than wine. Right? I
we
my
should
wines.
meet.
I like my wines more savory.
Yes, we need to do chocolate.
You should.
I wonder if this would be overwhelmed by chocolate.
Nope.
I'm a dessert wine fan. I love dessert wines.
I think that chocolate.
I love them with cheese, just about anything.
An ice wine festival hit is always to do hot chocolate spiked with ice wine, and it's ridiculous. It's like the greatest warm cocktail ever.
Oh, wow.
So good. Vidal ice wine only.
Wow.
Yeah, it's good.
When is that festival, Ellie?
It happens in January, usually like the second and third week of January. It's really fun. It's a good festival. All outdoors. It's cold, but gotta get your sorrels out.
I just tried it with the Avonlea clove bone, and this is just ridiculous. It's so good.
Why does it work?
I just did that too, and it's good.
Do you think it's because of the salt?
Yes. No, it's more that. Again, this specific cheese is so complex, and it gives more than.
Because of the green pepper and the cheese?
Probably, yeah. It's so good together. That's like the best combination.
Remind us, which one is it? What was the name of the cheese?
The Avonlea?
Avonlea. There's some definite favorites coming through here. I'm hearing.
You know what? I'm going to have to agree with you.
Niagara Gold, Maple what? I can't remember. The Baconator.
Maple smoked, and the Albert's Lee.
Albert's Lee.
Albert's
So
Lee.
four are rising to the top.
This maple smoked is going beautifully with this. I'm thinking those maple bacon cupcakes that are all the rage right now. Right here.
Oh. Are they the rage?
I completely agree with that. Mind you, unfortunately, I only have the 2 cheeses to work with. I don't know what happened. It just disappeared from the fridge.
What'd you do? Cheese for dinner?
I hate it when that happens.
Well, this is my second lot, because I bought some more last Sunday.
Wow.
It's
very thorough of you.
I've been saving it.
Cheers, Canadian cheese.
Yes.
So of the, before we wrap this up, guys, because this is fun, let's just go back a little bit to our Twitter tasting. What really stood out for you there? We don't have all, I have the bottles with me, but which wines and cheeses did you like the best there? I think, was the Inniskillin working with some of them?
The
Inniskillin actually worked overall with all of the cheeses.
Yeah.
I'll second that.
The open worked better with some of the cheeses, especially like the cloth bound.
It's a little softer.
I don't have my notes here. I have them posted on my website, but
hold up the sign, Dan.
Yes. Here. Kids see it
Dan. Branding 101 with Dan. Everybody's going to have signs next time.
Call 911.
Flags. I'm going to raise my banner.
How about this Jackson Trigg Chardonnay? Did anybody like it with one of the particular?
Yeah, that was actually surprising. You know what? I was very, very pleasantly surprised with this wine.
It was
Which
lovely.
cheese did you like it with?
Very nice.
It was surprising because it had the you know, the vanilla kind of taste. Many times you find in Chardonnay from Australia and other places, but very kind of fresh, modern style. Very, very surprising.
Okay. And I thought what I was most surprised with was this Jackson Triggs Meritage, I should say. Yeah, $13. Yeah. Who would have known? Who would have thunk?
Excellent wine. Excellent wine.
Say.
Excellent wine for the price. Excellent wine for the price.
For the price.
Beautiful. Yeah.
Definitely needs to be decanted though.
Yes, I agree.
I'll second that.
I agree.
Absolutely.
I would put it down for another 3 years.
Wow.
Maybe.
I agree with that too.
Anti-snobbery in action. Let's age a $13 wine for 3 years.
Why not?
Sure. Yes.
Why not?
Why not? How long would you decant it for?
At least an hour and a half.
Yeah, we did 2 hours.
So we're reconvening in 3 years?
Yes.
It's going to increase its value, by the way.
Oh my goodness.
I actually did buy another bottle, and I have put it down.
There you go.
Wow.
That'll be interesting to see how it does. 2010.
Good idea.
Was that a good vintage, Allie?
Which year?
2010 in Niagara.
Yes, it was a very good year. Yeah.
Very warm year. So I expect lots of tannin. I would say structurally it would probably be fine for 3 years.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good. It's a good year.
My goodness. Well, is there anything anybody wants to add before we go that would be on topic, I mean?
I suggest we do it again.
Backwards.
She's got a sign.
Backwards, though.
Okay.
I have to say I love this flourish. It's honeysuckle and it's a beautiful wine. It's a very, very nice wine.
And for ice wine usually goes for, I don't know, $50, $60 a pop. You've got Riesling. This one, I don't have the price right in front of me, but I think it's only about $40, $45.
Wow. I think it's a bit less than that.
With 2-ounce pour or whatever after dinner, so it's, you know, a little goes a long way.
It's lovely.
Yeah. I must say, I think this is a pretty natural pairing between the Canadian cheeses, the Canadian wines, and the Canadian wine tasters.
Yay.
I'll drink to that.
We'll drink to anything, let's be honest. So guys, this was really fun.
Thank you, Natalie.
Oh,
Thank
my
you very
pleasure.
much.
Thank you for your patience with all this technology and stuff. Wine helps, I'm sure. But it's a grand experiment, so we'll see how this turned out as a recording, and we'll just, you know, we'll refine, we'll get better, and but the conversation couldn't have been better in my mind. I thought that was
Thank you.
Really great.